So keep that in mind, brothers, and you know, stay off social media with all that crazy.
Well, I mean, I mean, I don't agree, but to each his own. I think to make an impact, you gotta use what's around you, and I think what they're doing is the reason why they're making an impact is because they are using things like social media to attract the youth. Because see, another thing, a lot of times I think we forget as black people is we gotta remember that we didn't get into what we're into as a people overnight. So we're not gonna get out of it overnight. We're not going to come together overnight. All of this shit is going to be a process. So you're going to have, just like throughout history, we've had thousands of black people, men and women, to stand up and to fight for us to be where we are in 2022. Just with the things that we're able to do, the freedoms and the liberties that we're granted today, black people died and fought for that. And it was thousands, millions that fought for this stuff over the decades, shit, over centuries. So what I think a lot of times what we do now, even with social media, because of social media, we're quick to throw out the people that's actually saying something that, if we pay attention to and just just kind of remember, we can use that to propel us into a whole nother direction. See, because at the end of the day, every generation got to do their own work, but it's our job to learn from every generation before us. And a lot of times with the younger generations, they try, instead of them trying to learn from history, they try to take pieces of it and try to shape and mold it into what they think is going to work. And that's not how you do things. That's wrong. You're supposed to learn from history, and then, based on what you've learned, expand on that. And you expand on that based on what you do. But a lot of times today, people like to discount what others are doing when it's like, no, just add on. Just add on. That's what Kyrie is doing with Ye. Kyrie is adding on to what Ye has already been saying. Ye
Right.
has been saying this shit for years. Dame Dash has been saying this type of shit for years. So at the end of the day, I think we need to learn from we need to just take the information and learn from what's happening to these brothers, because these brothers is telling the truth and they're being penalized for it. Because we all know what they're saying is true. We're not going to act like they're lying. We're not going to act like they're not stating facts. They're telling the truth 100%. But
All I all I would say, Trey, is I agree with everything you said, but the Kings don't fight on the front line. You're in position with the